We're a mere 12 days away from the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history. That light is at the end of the tunnel, and that light is an oncoming train. Being hit by an oncoming train at this point would be less painful than the build to the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history. If the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history is any good, it won't be for a lack of trying, because WWE has not really tried outside of maybe 20% of this fucking card. I'm John Renton with my review of WWE Raw from Chicago, Illinois. CM Punk, oh no, wait, that's the other company, but Chicago, Illinois, the home of many, many, many terrific wrestling events throughout the years, throughout the decades, like Starrcade 87, when they didn't give the Road Warriors the tag team championships and pretty much killed the sellouts in Chicago. A real shame for Jim Crockett Promotions. It wasn't a pay-per-view that was sabotaged by Vince McMahon. Oh wait, Survivor Series 87. I kid. It did give us WrestleMania 13, which had Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart do a double turn, and didn't really have anything else besides Sid Justice or Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, whatever name you want to call him, allegedly shit his tights against The Undertaker. It did give us WrestleMania 22, which was quite a bit of fun. Gave us CM Punk as a gangster before he was called up to the main roster. The main roster as in WWE CW. And boy, he had to fight and claw and scratch and everything and then go away for 7.5 years before coming back to professional wrestling. Enough about CM Punk. Let's talk about this show. This show actually had some decent moments. It was just difficult to get to the good moments because you had a lot of the usual bullshit. That being said, we started off pretty goddamn good. We started off with the glass shattering. Holy shit, it's Stone Cold Kevin Owens? It's Kevin Owens in a bald wig, and he's doing the Austin stuff and the mannerisms and everything, and the knee brace was undone. I don't know why that was funny, but lots of boos. He knocks Austin, he knocks Texas, he does a whole bunch of stuff. He pulled a Shawn in Montreal when the glass shattered. Oh my god, it's Stone Cold. No, it was Shawn Michaels doing the whole thing. If Bret Hart was here, I would, I'd look him in the eye and say, I screwed you once, I'll screw you again. Because Bret, that music, oh god, I get goosebumps just thinking about the crowd was going nuts and everything, and then he was doing this. Admit it, I got you. And he did that, and it was really, really goddamn funny. Of course, he said to a guy, give me a beer. So it was a couple Pabst Blue Ribbons, and then he stunned the guy and poured the beer on the guy, because Owens doesn't drink. Okay. This was actually pretty good. This actually was one of the better openings they had. It also didn't go forever. Owens is clearly doing his best to sell this goddamn thing like crazy. The biggest KO show of all time at the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history. And then we get recaps of the Owens-Rollins stuff, and then we have Rollins talking to Steve Patrick. He steals his microphone and takes off. Apparently they only have one working microphone at the front, and he had to steal the mic from Steve Patrick. But then again, it's Steve Patrick. Nobody really cares about Steve Patrick. We get Cody chants. We got a lot of Cody chants this entire night. The Mysterios were being all flaggy. I said flaggy. They were displaying the flag high above and everything. Displaying the Mexican flag. Hooray! Just don't ask Roddy Piper to play the Mexican national anthem. If you get it, you get it. How he did not die at that particular event, I have no idea. The Mysterios took on Dolphin Rude. The Miz joins commentary. And then Rollins interrupts, saying he wants a Mania spot, and then he gets cut off, and he mouths Cody. I thought Brandy was the one that was supposed to mouth Cody. Moving hastily on from that image. The match certainly happened, and Dominic pinned Rude. Oh, great. Dominic picked up another win in 2022, throw the whole year away. So then Miz attacks Ray, and he pulls off his mask. Oh, my God. Ray, we've never seen Ray's face. If you just ignore the fact, that he was unmasked for about the last 2 years of his WCW run. Then again, it's probably better that you ignore the last couple of years of WCW, because outside of a few things, especially in the last year of WCW, or at least from that reboot episode, just under a year before the end of the company, it was just a descent into madness. Not even in the mouth of madness, it was just a descent. So, he steals the mask. Oh no, scandalous. And then Rollins is talking to Pierce and Sonya, and Pierce says, hey, maybe there is something we could do for you. Then Steve Patrick is talking to The Miz. He said he stole this mask for Logan Paul. Hey, maybe Logan Paul can put the mask on another body that he wants to film in that Japanese forest. No, I'm not going to forget that. And I don't care if it was staged. The fact that anybody would try to stage that, do it realistically, or stage it, that's fucking stupid. And he deserves to be shamed. And he wants to be a part of WWE Creative. If they bring him on as part of WWE Creative, just sell the company. Just sell the fucking company. At that point, that's a goddamn disaster waiting to happen. So, Smackdown Breakdown to fill time. And next week, they're going to be face-to-face in Pittsburgh. Edward James Olmos beat up Apollo and Commander Aziz Light. There was an impressive slam from Edward James Olmos to Aziz. And he beats him. He can't figure out how to pin him right. Because I don't think he quite understands this wrestling thing. He's big. That's really about it. He also sounds like if Ahmed Johnson had a series of small aneurysms while he was trying to do a promo. And I know that English is a second language. I get that. I get that. At least I believe so, because I believe it's from some city in Nigeria. I'm not exactly sure. I said Nigeria. Where's Hulk? Oh, Hulk didn't hear. He's out spray painting the trailer. Again, somebody take away his spray can and give him his meds. But he can't really talk very good. He tried to say he wants a colossal opponent at Mania. Okay. They're going to get him Shaq, aren't they? They're going to get Shaq on there. Why? I don't know. So, where will the AEW poaching end? God, they took Cody, and now they're going to take Shaq? Who do you think Omos is going to face? Who do you think Edward James Olmos will face in the ring? And do you care? Because I really don't care. The guy's trying. He's just not very good. Here's Styles. He gets a huge pop. And then he talks about Edge, his nonsense, and he calls out Edge. And then Rollins comes out, interrupting again. Pardon the frickin' interruption. Oh, burn it down. So Rollins basically says, hey, why don't you go face, I'll face Edge, you go home and be with your family. Oh, Wendy! And then, by the way, we get Cody chants. And then Pierce and Sonya say, hey, Seth, you get one last chance. If you beat Styles, then you get his match against Edge. AJ Styles gets his brains beaten in a few weeks ago, has a neck injury, is off for a few weeks, comes back, valiantly challenges Edge despite the fact he may not be in the best conditions. And, hey, AJ, your reward is putting up your match against Seth Rollins. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. No sense. Zelina was telling Carmella to focus. And then she throws her phone away. And then they brawl. A lot of Tanner left on the goddamn ground. It looked like a goddamn septic tank freaking burst. Wait, maybe that's just Carmella and Zelina's promos. This is abysmal. This is abysmal television. Just, they brawled back. Seriously, go back and watch this if you actually want to endure this. And watch that low brawl. There are brown splotches all over the goddamn place. It is literally like somebody just took, got the squirty shits and just went all over the goddamn floor. That's really what it looks like. And then Liv makes her entrance saying to watch her. Kier, you stop thinking about it. I swear every single week I have to say this. You stop thinking about it, Kier. I know you're thinking about it. You stop it. You get some help. We run a clean show here. By we, I mean me. Let's have perfectly innocent thoughts. Like me wanting Rhea to step on me and throw me and just ragdoll me and everything. But Kier, you need to stop thinking about it right now. So anyway, moving on from that. Styles says, fuck y'all. I mean, he doesn't say that, but he might as well have. Liv and Rhea took on Shayna and Natty. Liv has really improved. Rhea, sweet Christ, Rhea. Shayna deserves better. Carmella shows up and yells at Corey. They're going to get married soon. I hope they get married and go the fuck away. Go to Mars, Venus, or even Uranus. So, we get the heart attack for 3. Good. Natty honoring her dad. That was good stuff. Zelina then hits Rhea with her scepter. Rhea taking it all over her back. That sounded a lot less dirty in my head, so I'm going to roll on with it. Oh, they're reunited and it feels so right. I can't stand watching Carmella in the ring. It's actually shameful. The fact that she gets to call herself a professional wrestler and she's not any good. Zelina's a really good talker. She's not very good in the ring. We get recaps of Becky coming for Bianca's neck. And she hurt, it was a fractured hyoid bone. So she's in a local medical facility for a fractured hyoid bone and anal bleeding. What? Wow. So, the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania. I don't even have energy at this point. Let's just move on. Becky was apparently fresh off of a Tron convention. And her promo basically describes, what is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Your words are as empty as your soul, Bianca. Mankind ill needs a savior such as you. I'd sell my soul to keep this, but Becky, you're ginger. Ginger. And an eye for an eye, a throat for a throat. The Jimmy Snuka Chris Benoit method. Moving on from that. I'd sell my soul for the... Where it's like, Bianca, you're going to have to do everything because I sold my soul, and I'm going to take yours. Something like that. She said a whole lot better than I did. And I was interested a little bit. At least she didn't say crippled threat. So, enough of that. Enough of me mocking accents. I would certainly never do that. Don't type in the comments. You know I'm serious. And Theory can't cut a promo to save his life. Though he said A-Town down. Alright. A-Town is down now that Austin Theory acknowledged that he's from there. Veer is coming on April 4th. Finally, after about 6 months of coming, he is going to be coming and coming hard and coming all over whatever arena they're going to be in on April 4th. Cool. Do I care? No. I mean, the guy's been on main event. The guy seems to be trying. That's fine. Great. At this point, doesn't matter. It's a running gag. I give it a few weeks. It's going to be like the Lord Tensai thing. They're going to have him doing comedy, goofy stuff by SummerSlam. So, Pat joins commentary and then mocks Theory while Theory faces Finn. And then Finn uses his tremendous package to pound and top Theory 1, 2, 3. So there you go. That's for somebody that's a really, really big fan of Finn. And that was pretty much it right there. But Pat can't touch Theory, but he can distract him. He can annoy him. And then RK Bro make their entrance. Hey, remember when Gronk showed up at Mania and he eliminated Jinder from a Battle Royal? And then they made Jinder WWE Champion about a month or 6 weeks later? I think it was about 6 weeks later. The worst WWE Champion of all time, by the way, Jinder Mahal. Easily. There's really not a debate. I mean, you name a worst champion. I'm not saying that any of your choices would be wrong, but seriously, name a worse champion than Jinder. Hey, by the way, Gable Steveson, I think that's how it's pronounced. He has back-to-back championships. He hasn't have any allegations. He's never beaten any allegations because of technicalities in Minnesota and everything. No, it's not like him and Matt Riddle could be team won't take no for an answer. I'm going to keep saying that about Gable until Karma either gets him or Karma gets him. Speaking of Gable, hey, remember when Chad Gable could have been something and now they made him a goddamn, idiot? Oh, they're trying to make him like Kurt Angle. It's not good. It's not good material. That sheesh thing sounds like somebody is laying air out of a hot air balloon. And he's toast. He's fucking toast. Also, he's having to pal around with a thumb soldier from Spy Kids. And Gable and the thumb soldier from Spy Kids, a.k.a. Majin Buu, took on RK Bro. And, hey, bro, Derek pins Gable. And then the Prophets show up, and then they beat up everybody. Cool. I don't want the smoke, and I don't know who wants the smoke. I don't know why we want smoke. I don't know what this smoke is, and I don't care. Recaps of the 24/7 stuff with a whole bunch of romance, because there's not enough horniness on NXT 2.0. Let's put it on Raw. Oh, and Dana, she tried for the trampoline jump. She tried the tramp jump, and it didn't work at all. Mainly because she's not Sable, because Sable knows all about being a tramp. Anyway, let's get back to this. Reggie, why is this theme so catchy? The Bellas are two of the most fearless women in WWE history. Okay, pal. I know it's for Women's History Month, but I'm sorry. The Bellas, I'm surprised that they actually did not get added to the Women's Tag Team Championship match. I'm genuinely shocked. But people say, oh, Nikki's a judge on America's Got Talent Extreme. Because we haven't bled that goddamn, well dry at all. So, Tamina basically tells Tozawa, hey, if I get what I want, you'll get what you want. A Snuka threatening her lover. Well, a Snuka threatening her lover. It's never happened before. Never happened before. Nobody's ever gotten away with anything thanks to a police chief being paid off. Fuck Jimmy Snuka. I'm glad he's dead and I hope he burns in hell. Reggie and Dana took on Tozawa and Tamina. It's a tornado tag. This was embarrassing to professional wrestling, and it ended after a little bit, and cool. At one point, Tamina landed right in Akira's toes. Ow! Hit him in the nuts is what I'm trying to say. And then she carries him away with his nuts just hitting her in the pointy shoulders that she has. This is stupid television. Why do they have this? Next week, the Profits versus the Alpha Academy. Ray versus Miz. Roman and Bork go face-to-face again. And Rhea, Liv, Naomi, and Sasha take on Natty, Shayna, Zelina, and Carmella. It's going to end probably with one of the heels taking the pin. Or it's going to end a DQ. They're going to get a big schmoz, and we'll see you Sunday for the Royal Rumble. And then Styles and Rollins had a match where the winner will face Edge at WrestleMania, and it was a very good match. A very good match. Seth beat him down, angered Styles with a volley of repeated strokes to the head, and then a torture rack into a rack bomb. 1-2, buckle bomb, frog splash, knees up. Oh no! And then Edge hits Rollins, or hits Seth. He hits Styles with a chair, causing a DQ, and AJ wins. Oh no! Rollins says the word bullshit a whole bunch. Rips up the barricades, does this, and that's it. And whoa, code. It's code for... Cody's either going to show up next week or at WrestleMania, and we're going to get this and whatever. This WrestleMania doesn't really feel like a WrestleMania. I mean, I know I'm not expecting every match to be fucking landmark, groundbreaking shit. And it may end up surprising me. It won't have to try hard to beat my expectations. My expectations are in the goddamn floor. But let's see what happens. That being said, fine opening segment, fine main event, whatever. Anyway, agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm Charm Ritlin. I'll see you soon.